$5,658 in January selling Pokemon cards. But it wasn't all profit. Some things worked, some things didn't. I even lost money in a few areas. So let's break it down so you can learn from my wins and from my mistakes. I'm 2Volt here. So today I'm breaking down my January 2025 update and how much I made, what worked, what didn't, and my goals for February. If you're new here, welcome. My name is Mark, or M2Volt. I'm a Pokemon investor, collector, and seller, and I'm recording and documenting my Pokemon business journey. Let's get into it. Performance breakdown. So in terms of sales and revenue, so total sales for the month of January 2025 was 5,658, and this included actually both in-person and online sales. But a big majority of that was actually in person and selling a lot of my products at a local store that I live by. When it comes down to the best-selling products, I think for me, online at least, was Cosmic Eclipse packs. Sold over like 40 packs. They were all sealed products. I actually don't do much of the single cards or graded cards yet. In terms of platforms where sales kind of occurred, was Instagram was majority of where I kind of just put my content out there, and then in person, and then my online website as well. As I mentioned before, most of my sales were actually in person. However, I do not have an online store, which is my main focus. I do have an online store, and kind of what I'm talking about is it's not easy. My main focus is to do the online versus in person. I'm having a really hard time finding time to go to shows or go to these vending community shows that are around the area. Not really around the area, it's pretty far because I'm still running and doing my 9-to-5 job. I'm having the capabilities of selling to anyone in the country via shipping, and I think that's a huge plus when it comes to this, because I need to also balance everything else I'm going on in my life. So my goal of mine is building M2Volt is to being, shipping everywhere in the USA. Not everyone really honestly too has the time or the option to drive to go to these shows. Some of these shows you have to pay money, and you might not even find the product you have, and you have to walk around for hours and hours, which is great being a part of the community. And if that's what you want and to do that. But I'm also fulfilling a need where people do not have access to that, and they rather just go buy the product, get it shipped, know what they want, put it on their shelves, opening up with family and friends. And that's what I'm here for, finding a good deal. I just want to be convenient and easy. So in terms of profits and reinvestment, so my gross income was $5,685, but my net profit was $1,683, which is pretty good for a month, for the side business I'm doing in Pokemon. But here's the catch. I actually spent $1,678. So I made $5, okay? But when I say spent, I mean reinvested. So all the money that I've made, I've literally just threw it back. And reinvesting is really important, guys, because if you want to expand the business and keep growing this side business, no matter in what area, you need to reinvest it into more product or other services to help build your business, especially if you're in the beginning of your journey and you're trying to build a personal brand. I do not plan on honestly taking any of the profits out myself and keeping them for my own personal things. I'm just doing it so I can keep buying inventory and selling it. Rinse and repeat pretty much. And that's it. So in terms of my January 2025 content growth and engagement, so for YouTube, again, this is my first YouTube I'm posting in 2025. So I really need to plan on posting more on that because I'm building a personal brand. I do a lot of Instagram Reels, which have done amazing. I really want to focus on YouTube. Again, my main focus though, however, is Instagram, because there's a huge Pokemon community on Instagram. So that's a really good tip right there for anyone who wants to do that. So Instagram was huge for me. So in January, I got 87,000 views in January alone, organically. And that's honestly, I'm going to tell you now, the secret, Reels. Instagram Reels are insane to get reach. I got around 350-ish Instagram followers that month. And I honestly created over 100 pieces of content. This is my Instagram Reels posts, my stories, and all the above. Okay, so Instagram Reels are amazing for reach, and then from that, if people like your content, people like your page, they go ahead and follow. Best performing posts actually was a voiceover I did on Instagram talking about why you should start a Pokemon side hustle. I honestly really love posting, but it takes time to build content, get ideas, and just cram it out all in a few days and schedule them all ahead of time in terms of consistency. It's crazy though, because you'll get a lot of love, you know, on these Instagram Reels and just in general, but you'll get a lot of hate too. So being called names and people saying go get a real life or spend money on your hair implants and whatever, to me it's actually really funny because they don't know who I am. Like, if they actually go to my Instagram Reels and watch them all and like the advice, free advice and value I'm putting out there, and they'll see that I still have a 9 to 5. But the funny thing is, no one really knows what my 9 to 5 is. And one of the people I met actually at a vending show, he was vending next to me, said if only they knew what like job you had, what your career was, and what degree I had, they might respect you more or whatever. But I told them, like, this is funny. Like, so for the first time ever, I'm actually posting this on YouTube though. I'm gonna keep, silent on my Instagram. But yeah, so I actually have a doctorate degree in pharmacy. I'm an inpatient hospital pharmacist. So yeah, I think I have a pretty good career. That's why I kept mentioning, I think, a few times that it'll be hard for this to actually get to the point. Not hard, it's not impossible. It'll take time to replace that income. It's a 6-figure income, so like it'll take some time, but I have a huge passion in this Pokemon world, so that's why I'm doing this. Again, it doesn't faze me. If anything, it's kind of showing me that I'm doing something right. So Gary Vee, you guys obviously know him, and even Alex Hermosi in the business world, and you guys, I'm sure have seen him. They say, like, if you don't get hate, then you're not doing enough, right? So I'm pushing tons of content and I'm providing free value more than ever since that post of like people hating on me, and I'm gonna do even more. I even went to the point where like literally the following week I posted, instead of 3 posts a day, I went to 4. So I'm pushing it, and I'm getting a lot of support, so I'm not ignoring that, and I really appreciate everyone who's doing that. So thank you guys ahead of time. I also have been posting on TikTok as well. So most of the reels that I do on my Instagram, IG reels, I just repost them and use them for my TikTok. It's pretty good for getting reach, and I have my website link on there. So if they're curious, they just click on that, and then they know my website. They can use it. They can whatever, for engagement purposes. So yep, that's that. So for January, what worked, what didn't work, what's my goals? The most important strategy I did was to keep track of my content and uploading the schedule accordingly and staying consistent. So being consistent, getting 1,000 views on my Instagram Reels that I post 2 to 3 per day, including weekends. I know it's not a lot, it's not going viral, but I'm directly trying to find people in the Pokemon world. I'm not trying to find random people who, I don't know, are in business. But again, my targeted audience is Pokemon community. That wasn't the case last year. I actually, when I started mid last year, I barely posted anything. Maybe I posted like a picture or 2 of like products I have or whatever, but Instagram Reels was a huge eye-opener for me, and I really suggest anyone who wants to not go viral but keep getting those Instagram reaches. And that's why I got that 87,000 views. Obviously like 99% of them were non-followers, but that's okay for me. Like in the beginning, you just got keep building your brand. Building your brand is really key. What works for me too is and you have to figure out what you want to do as well, is I upload like entertainment and also informational Instagram Reels. So informational, like things I'm learning, or the Q&As people are asking me when they know that I'm like starting this business from scratch. So like what I'm learning. And then entertainment, if you don't know yet, I do a lot of flip, grade, or trash. So like I get cards for my collection, and I'm just like, flipping it and seeing if people would, comment. Would you grade this, or would you just trash it, or just flip it for a profit? That's kind of more entertainment, like getting engagement, and that's how you get more reaches. So since my goal is to documenting my journey, people love to see that, right? They want to see your story. They want to kind of be on that journey with you, especially if they can relate. So a lot of people saying, oh, I love this content, I'm starting my own business as well. I also have a lot of free content, like PDFs actually on my website. It's free value. I don't want to sell it. I'm not selling you anything, because I know how it feels to be on that same page. And there's a lot of huge content Mongols out there, whatever, in the Pokemon community that have thousands of, they make thousands of dollars, per day, whatever. But they're not really going out there and documenting their business and where they started. They just, all of a sudden they just shut up on your feed and they make thousands of dollars. And I guess my approach is different too, because I'm not doing this whole live shopping on TikTok or whatnot. It's just a basic e-com store in the Pokemon world, right? As balancing my 9 to 5 and everything else going on in my life. So people really relate to that, because not everyone is going to be able to make thousands of dollars per day, and they don't have a content creation like team to make YouTube videos or Instagram reels or edits. I do everything myself on my days off. So people like to relate, and they will follow you for that. So create your own story, create your own brand, and that is key. So far, I only went to one small local show meetup. It wasn't really a show, just like a small store that sold like other products other than Pokemon. And actually someone who I met on OfferUp reached out to me, said, oh, hey, come, I'll have a little small booth. So I actually went, and I actually did, buy products from the little setup some people had in the store. But again, it's really hard to balance that and going to different shows, with my 9 to 5, being married. So and these shows are really far. I'm making excuses, but they're like an hour and a half far. And I don't have the time to go, especially my days off. I have errands to run, I have things to do, so it's difficult. However, I am going to Collecticon in LA in March. So if you see me, most likely wearing this sweater or a different customized shirt, hopefully it comes in by then. So if you see me, come say hi. If you have interacted with me or liked any of my photos, even follow me on Instagram, that'd be awesome. So what didn't work? Look, I'm always making mistakes, and this is the beginning of my journey, and 2025 I started off strong, and I'm going to continue. So I'm going to be learning a lot and making a lot of mistakes. I think one thing is I don't have time to edit, and as you will see from this video, I'm uploading on YouTube, there's barely any edits. It'd be cool to have someone to edit for me, but I'm not there yet, right? This is all learning to me. So I'm learning new skills, especially this whole website, constantly making updates on it, learning new skills, learning things that AI can help me with, or even random codes that I can find online and just, copy and paste or whatnot, and so forth into the website to make little cool things. I actually go to my website, I have these little cool moving banners, which I didn't know you could even do. So that's cool. Also, what didn't work or isn't really that good is my margins. My margins are really low, so I'm not making tons of money from the products that I've been posting saying sold. So I keep track of everything. I can make from literally as low as $13.20 to maybe $80 on things, and that's after shipping and labels. But it's not a lot. It's sometimes I even have to pay for my website every month, and other apps I use within the website, and sometimes that doesn't even cover that. So my margins are low, but I love sealed products, and it's hard to get good prices. So since everyone is trying to do the same, right? They're trying to buy products at low costs, under market, and sell them at market. So my margins, even after I buy them, make the sale, do the shipping, label cost, is very small, but it's better than nothing, right? And in the long-term perspective, I'm building a reputation of getting my brand out there more than just trying to make the money and just walking away. Pokey actually just watched a video of him saying building a brand is different than making a profit, right? So, oh, from eBay user, I don't know, Alpha B213456 EV. Like, who is that? What is that? That's not a brand. That's just someone making a flip. Those are scalpers, you can say. But that's not what I'm trying to do. I'm trying to build the brand. I have a face to the brand. I have a reputation. I have an Instagram account that's verified. So I'm going that longer route and not really looking at the profits. I don't want to lose money, but maybe if I have to on certain products just to make the sale, then I will. That's okay for me the long term. But yeah, I'm not expecting to make thousands of dollars every month like other content creators and brands like, you know, Mystic Grips or Sorto Cards or Ryan House or PokeHype. So like they have been around for years. So it takes time, and I know that, and I've told you guys before, being consistent and having discipline is key in building any brand or business, whether it's Pokemon related or not. So my goals for February is to add more products. I'm recording this mid-February right now, and I barely have any like steel products on my website. I finally starting to do more like ETBs, like bulk stuff, and I kind of stopped that, but I'm redoing that because of shipping costs. It hits me hard, and I have this thing on my website where if you spend more than $250, it's free shipping, and if you buy like a few ETBs and it's free shipping, I get hit on that. But it's okay. I want that from a accredited liable person. Like, you know, I even tell people who've bought in products, I'm like, if you find anything that's wrong or defective or anything, just reach out to me. We'll work it out, because that's more important to me, happy customer, than just making that sale. Again, it's not like I'm making big tons of profit, okay? And the only reason why I made such a big profit this month, which I know is not gonna last month in January versus like this as I'm recording in February, is because I sold a lot of my sealed products to a local store. Those huge black yellow like tubs from Costco were full of. Looking back, maybe I should not have done that, but it's okay. I reinvested it anyways into other products, so I'm okay with that as well. My goal this year is to also upload more on YouTube. It's hard to keep people engaged, so like I'm not very enthusiastic, I guess you can say. Obviously you can tell from this, but I'm not also like gonna open 1,000 packs what Mystic Grips does, you know. It's nothing exciting. It's all more boring business journey updates and advice. I know there are some people on the same journey as me, and if they find this YouTube video, then perfect. If I can help one person, then it's worth it to me. I'm gonna do my best to do these like monthly business updates. If I find anything else, I'll upload them. Again, my main focus is more of organic reach, because I'm trying to find specific people. I'm learning though more about SEOs or search engine optimization for my Instagram, or like using hashtags, or just pushing more. In terms of engagement and followers, I did a 500 follower giveaway, and that was crazy. Like, we did get a winner. He got a Prismatic Evolution Booster Collection, and he opened it, and I think he got a hit of some sort, and he tagged me, which is cool to, you know, have. It's February 17th, so I'm pretty late uploading this, but I've already passed 1,000 followers, so, which is unreal to me, because, you know, that's crazy. I'm hoping to maybe do another giveaway. I'm just waiting a little bit more to have time to do that. So stay tuned to that, and if you want to be into that, and I promise it's legit. Like, I even did the whole like spinny thing on video and found something and just posted it, and he won. Follow me on Instagram at M2Volt. That's M and then number 2 and Vault, not like Volt, like a vault meaning like safe, like VAULT. Yeah. So my final thoughts. January was a great year for this business. Hitting the 4-figure month. As far it doesn't look like that I'll hit that in February, but that's okay. Slow and steady is key for my long-term goals for this business. If you're also starting this journey with me, again, please comment, like, subscribe, and share to those who might be interested in watching this. But anyway, stay tuned for updates, and see you guys in others.